Hi, and welcome back to Purposeful Woman podcast. And today we have Michelle Warnica. And Michelle, as a spiritual business coach, Michelle helps soul guided, mission driven professionals step into their personal power and confidence so they can establish themselves in the online marketplace, attract their ideal clients, and create consistent and scalable income. Michelle teaching interweave the mystical and the practical as she leverages over 20 years of spiritual expansion and professional sales experience. She is a transformation catalyst, and her superpower is helping out you cut through all the noise and connect to your soul for clarity and guidance. She believes your soul holds all the answers that you seek. Hi, and welcome, Michelle.
Hi. Well, thank you so much for having me. I'm excited to be here.
Absolutely, it's a pleasure to have you with us. And as always, I would love for you to share how did you start it? You have 20 years of experience. I'm curious to learn more about it with a spiritual expansion and sales experience. How fun. Tell us more about yourself.
Yeah, well, I've been in sales my whole entire life, really. I have never done anything else. And then I started on my spiritual journey about over 20 years ago after a really bad breakup. I was really devastated, and it was just like I was a big open wound. And I was guided to my first spiritual teacher. And it was there that really started to learn about energy, the chakras, all the spiritual basics. And I spent a lot of time learning that and reading the spiritual masters. And now I get to teach all kinds of other people all the stuff that I know.
Beautiful. Well, how did you start it? Like, tell us more about where you came from. Why did you choose the sales experience?
I think it really chose me. I don't think it was a conscious, when you're younger and you want to start working, because I started working probably when I was 15, and you get a retail job, right? You start working at the mall. That's what we all do. That's what we did when I was growing up anyway. So I worked at the mall, and I worked at many, many stores there. And my favorite was selling shoes. I was really great at selling shoes. And then after I graduated from college, it was like, okay, well, what am I going to do? I had a degree in fashion merchandising. So I got into sales, and I ended up, long story short, in corporate telecommunication sales. And I leveraged that fashion degree into telecommunications, helping carriers to build networks, wireless carriers to build their networks. And I did that for over 20 years, put together really big multi-million-dollar deals, and did that for a really long time. And it was good. It was a good job. I made a lot of money, but I just lost my passion for it. And then I really started my awakening. I guess I really started waking up, where everything just started to look different for me. I got laid off, and I really realized I didn't want to go back to that job, that it was time for me to be of service. And so I worked in network marketing for a couple of years, and then I found my way to having my own. I knew I wanted to be a transformational coach because I had done so much of my own transforming down to a cellular level. And I had suffered through so much of that on my own. And I knew it would be so much easier if I had had a guide. And so I decided to really become that guide for people. And as I was helping people find their purpose, it turns out that once you find your purpose, then you want to make money doing it because you love doing it. And so then that just kind of evolved from a soul purpose coach into spiritual business coach. And now I help people to connect to their soul and have a soul guided business, because I believe that there's no one template for everyone. I think we all have our own roadmap. So I help you to develop your own personal blueprint to freedom, because I believe in freedom, that we all should be free from work.
I love it. I love it. You are providing like all full of it. Finding purpose and then learn how to sell, how to make money with it, which is absolutely perfect, because I found that a lot in the spiritual community, people are not making money in terms of like I mean, there is a limiting beliefs, but there's also this blocks around like, okay, how I'm gonna sell. I don't want to be salesy, and sales, it's like such a negative reputation for some reason when it's actually serving people and giving people what they want. Beautiful. What do you think you will say you will do differently if you can go back to when you started your business and tell yourself, okay, here's what I'll do differently? Is there anything?
Oh, if I had to do it all over again, I would have gotten help sooner. I really did it all. I struggled all on my own. And I was really, when you're going through the dark night of the soul, when you're having a spiritual awakening, it's very isolating. It's very lonely. It's confusing. It's just a really tough road. And I really didn't know what was happening to me. People weren't waking up at that time like they are now. And I really didn't know that there was help available. And now there's help everywhere. YouTube is a great place to start. And then I still have my YouTube coaches that I love, but I would have gotten some help because then people could have helped me on this journey that I had to navigate all by myself.
Beautiful. Awesome. What would you give, like, top one advice that you can give to people? What would it be?
Get out of your head and into your heart and soul. Don't make decisions that you think are good for you. Make decisions that you feel are right for you, that you know in your heart and your soul are right. Your body is a really great messenger. And so if it doesn't feel right, it's not right.
Oh, I love that. I was thinking you're just gonna say to get out of your head and take an action. But you're like, get out into your heart and make it and step into the action. I think that's just like a perfect combo.
Yeah.
So and last question that I ask on this podcast, that is a more of a filling the blank statement for you. If you really knew me, you will know that I am blank.
Oh, that's a good one. You would know that I am deeply independent and just want to be free. That's like my biggest longing is freedom and independence.
Beautiful. Thank you so much. And I know you have a gift for us today. What is it? And how our audience can find you as well.
Well, one of my gifts that I have downloaded from Spirit is to help people to connect to themselves. I believe that we all hold the answers that we seek, and we just need to know how to connect to those answers. And so I recorded this beautiful guided visualization connecting you to your soul so that you can have a conversation with your soul and get all the answers that you seek. And so I'm gifting you with that. I put some music to it, and it's really powerful. Everyone that I've ever shared it with even if you couldn't connect, has been able to get some sort of connection. And you can connect with me in my Facebook group, which is Free Spirit Entrepreneurs, or on Instagram, I'm Michelle.Warnica.
Yeah, beautiful. Thank you so much. And if you're watching or listening to this episode, just scroll down and go down, and you will find the episode webpage link where you can always see a video, transcription, and all the links that mentioned above. Thank you so much for watching or listening, and I'll see you in the next episode. Bye. And if you love this episode and you would love to see more of that, click the subscribe button to Purposeful Woman Podcast. And don't forget to text us to stay in tune with the Purposeful community for awesome tricks by texting to number +1 401 399 4105. And we will link descriptions in the episode to all of that we mentioned today. Bye. Turn your one day to day one with a purposeful day.